Yes, hello and welcome to Lambert Park for the NPL New South Wales Women's 1 Grand Final. The Macarthur Rams take on the Football New South Wales Institute. I'm joined pitch side by Nicola Posda. Welcome, mate. It's the big day on the women's football calendar.
Yeah, the team's been building for this day all season. It's finally here. It's a nice day, a little bit of drizzle, but it's excellent on this sort of a pitch, so we should be in for some good football today.
Yeah, well, it was a cracking day probably an hour ago, but light rain is starting to fall. It's starting to spit here at Lambert Park, so that does change things. Obviously, synthetic pitch here, which doesn't have too much of an impact, but still, the wet conditions does change things slightly.
Obviously, it's going to be a faster game now. The ball will move much quicker, so I think it'll work into the advantage of both teams because they both like to play football, so I think we'll be in for a really, really good game.
Well, looking at this contest, Macarthur Rams, of course, runaway leaders for the whole season. Minor premiers, really ran away with the competition. The Football New South Wales Institute, it was slightly different for them. They had a slow start to the season, but they've really turned it on the last few weeks.
Yeah, well, the first third of the season they're coming last on the ladder, and then they've gone a good unbeaten run. I think it was about 9 games, and they've built themselves up to third place. Did well in the finals, won last week in extra time, and they find themselves in the grand final this week. While the Rams, well, the ladder speaks for itself. They won the league with 4 rounds to go. Quite a good achievement by them.
We are just moments away from kick-off. A few minutes yet, a 4:40 kick-off we've been told here. It's slight delay. Some of the games earlier went a little bit overtime with extra time and things like that. So a 4:40 aim for the kick-off, so not too far away. And it should be an absolute cracker. But there has been a little bit of a twist in the tail. Macarthur, we mentioned how dominant they've been this season, but they've got a number of players out. W League commitments. Of course, the W League season starts next weekend. They've had to withdraw with obviously their clubs pulling rank there. It makes things a little bit interesting this afternoon.
Yeah, I think 4 players are missing: Nicola Bolger, Teresa Polius, Amy Harrison, and Renee Rollison. They're all out. But also the Institute's missing Victoria Guzman and Rihanna Policina, so it's not easy for them either. They're the leading players in both squads. Also Princess Sabini, who's been outstanding throughout this final series, she's also out. But it's just obviously unfortunate that some of the girls have to miss out due to W League commitments.
How do you see this game going? Obviously, a lot of people have Macarthur as favourites, but as I said, that late twist in the tail, that does change things a little bit. It's going to be today, I guess, experience versus the relative inexperience of the Football New South Wales Institute. Very young side. It's a question of how they take to the occasion like this.
Exactly that. At the end of the day, it's going to be the 2 scenarios really with the inexperienced team. Either they're going to come out of the blocks firing and they're going to cause a surprise, or the scenario they obviously don't want, where the inexperience will get the better for them and they won't perform to the best of their ability.
You often get that with young sides. They either, deer in the headlights, they get a little bit frightened by the occasion, or that doesn't faze them whatsoever. So it'll be interesting to see what we see today. But
well, look, obviously you got players here who have the quality. They wouldn't be here if they had issues with that. So let's just hope that we get a really good game of football today.
And up until now, they've passed every test, haven't they? They're in
the
grand final, so we can't question how well they're going. Just on their previous meetings this season, round 1, Macarthur Rams defeated the Football New South Wales Institute 4-2. Round 7, Macarthur got the money again, 2-1 over the Football New South Wales Institute. But most recently, round 15, the Football New South Wales Institute won 3-0. Macarthur did rest some players late in the season. Obviously, they had quite a lead at the top of the table. They finished 11 points clear of, 11 more points than Football New South Wales Institute in third. So that says something. But still, that's confidence for the young team that, a 3-0 win over their grand final rivals, it's something in the bank.
Of course, any victory will take, give you confidence, and this is one that really should give the girls that lift and hopefully help them come close to getting the result they desperately want.
How do you see the game going this afternoon?
Well, again, like I said, I think it's all depending on the way the girls take their experience. Also, if Macarthur can replace the players they're missing, because obviously that's 4 players from their starting 11 that won't be there. But if the players that step up can do the job, I honestly think the game can go either way. So it just depends who takes the pressure better, either the Rams or the inexperienced side.
We mentioned Princess Sabini earlier. She's really the one to watch for the Football New South Wales Institute. She's on the bench this afternoon. She scored 5 goals in the last 2 games. So it goes to show she can be a real impact player for them.
Yeah, it's surprising for us here and those watching that she's on the bench. But, she's just flown in this morning, we've heard, from Canberra. So she'll be on for sure off the bench, and I'm sure she'll make an impact.
I'm sure we'll see her at some point this afternoon.
Yes,
She'll
for sure.
definitely come off the bench. And look, the way she's going, she's her brother, of course, Bernie Abini, plays for Sydney FC. There's a bit of a race on for the goals in the family.
Well, yeah, and apparently the youngest brother's the best of the lot, so it'll be good to see in a couple of years what he can come out and show us, you know. So obviously some good footballing blood there in the Abini family.
Yeah, some of those backyard games would be very interesting indeed.
For sure.
But as you can see, players are out on the field here at Lambert Park. We're not too far away from a kick-off. Of course, if you are just joining us, the Macarthur Rams take on the Football New South Wales Institute. It's the Women's 1 Grand Final. Adam Santarossa and Nicola Posner here with you to bring you all the action. Should be an absolute cracker. Let's have a tip. Who do you think is going to get the cash today?
I think the experienced Rams will just about tip the Institute, who just won't be able to, who I think might find the occasion a little bit too much for them today. Yeah,
I'm with you. I slightly favour the Macarthur Rams, but the good thing about a grand final, nothing that has come before this season matters. It's down to the 90 minutes. Whoever shows up this afternoon, they'll be lifting the trophy at the end of it. So, big occasion, and as I said, hope you enjoy it. It's the first ever NPL women's game live stream. So, a bit of history here at Lambert Park, and let's hope we can live up to the occasion and have an absolute cracker. We'll run through the lineups. Firstly with the Macarthur Rams, Trudy Burke in goal, Hayley Crawford, Laura Donnelly, Kate Hensman, Georgia Yeoman-Dale, Kiralee Cameron, Layla Brahma Mahama, Gillian DeRoy, Lauren Ralston, Willow Shorrocks and Lee Blaney. On the bench for them is Kiralee Lowther, Shelby Minton, Amy Ward, Alicia Williams and Elizabeth Ralston. The Football New South Wales Institute, Jessica Urquhart, Jessica Stoffmill, Carla Trimboli, Natasha Pryor, Chloe O'Brien, Naomi Nguyen, Regan Mitchell, Tia Gavin, Crystal Duggan, Lorena Bugden and Jacqueline Agnon Smith. On the bench, of course, we mentioned Princess Sabini, Rebecca Johnson, Nadine Knight, Georgia Plessis and Ruby Jackson. Just quickly, before we kick off here, Nicola, who are the ones to watch from both sides?
Oh, well, from the Rams, obviously, you've got the general at the back, Hayley Crawford. She's been outstanding this year for the Rams. She's in defence. She's been there all year. Up front, she's been putting goals away from corners and set pieces. Georgia Yeoman-Dale, she's a freak down the right-hand side, so she'll be one to watch out for as well. And in the Institute, a squad full of talent. Just looking down the list, Lorena Bugden, she's also been really playing well during this final series, so she'll be another to watch out for. And of course, Abini when she comes off the bench.
All right, so we're seconds away from a kick-off here at Lambert Park. Strap yourselves in. Should be a beauty. We mentioned the experience of Macarthur and the raw youth of the Football New South Wales Institute. We are underway. Macarthur starters quickly. Here's Ralston. She loses possession. As you can see, 4 touch, so the nerve's starting to take over. Yeoman-Dale can't quite link up with her opponent. Now Macarthur look to settle. And these players look to get an early touch, just get themselves into the game.
It's always important to get that early touch, first touch, get the nerves up and running, start playing.
So Macarthur on halfway, trying to build something. Again, it's cut out. It's again these nerves. Start things down the right. Here is Duggan. Stoffmill goes back, just settling things. I'll go all the way back to Urquhart. She'll just play it out. So for the moment, we'll see a settling in period.
Just to note, this Institute team, they're all girls aged from 14, 15 and 16, so they've done extremely well to get to where they are. I don't think many people are aware of what kind of a great step they actually made forward, making it to the final. They were surprised to make the semis, so making the grand final is a massive step for these young girls.
So Stoffmill surges forward. So with Duggan now. They're building nicely. We mentioned the occasion. They're not rushing things, just valuing possession early. Brian goes short. She'll get it back now. So switch things. Duggan's got a little bit of space out on the left. Cuts inside now. Thought it may have broken down, but still in possession. Here's Mitchell.
You'll notice that from the Institute team, they'll look to keep possession throughout the whole game. They won't look to force the issue, they look to play some football.
So Trimboli got a nudge in the back. She'll take it quickly. Here's Nguyen. Back to Trimboli again. Poor touch. We mentioned the wet conditions. It's light rain fell earlier. It seems to have cleared up now, but that will have an impact on things, at least initially. There's a throw in for Macarthur. In fact, it's a free kick.
There you see Lorena Bugden, she's lost the ball and she just got up and she kept fighting. If you watch out for that during the game, you'll see it constantly. She won't stop, she just keeps going. Really good young talent.
Thought O'Brien may have given away a foul there, but referee says play on. And Football New South Wales, we're showing that enthusiasm early. They win back possession. Stoffmill links up with Duggan. Breaks down for the moment. They'll get it back. Pryor now links up. Stoffmill again. Which breaks down. Yeomandale cleans up. Now it's sent clear. We go all the way back to Urquhart and we start once again. O'Brien. Urquhart again. Duggan. Under a little bit of pressure, but they clear. Yeomandale just heads it out. Of course, she'll be part of the W League this season with the Newcastle Jets. She's made the move from Canberra United. Former Matilda.
3 former Matildas in the Macarthur Rams lineup today.
Stoffmill with it. Under a little bit of pressure. Thought it may run out, but Macarthur win possession. Shorrock sends it in. Dangerous. Oh, Urquhart had to hustle and she did it well.
And again, you see the Institute looking for the simple pass, not forcing the issue.
Urquhart again, and that's, we mentioned wanting to get an early touch. It's particularly important for those keepers. They want to feel the ball in the hands and get those nerves out of the way. And she's passed her first test there, Jessica Urquhart.
Of course.
Newen with it.
Especially on a wet pitch, it's always difficult for a goalkeeper.
Urquhart links up with Duggan down this left. She has already shown her danger. Inboard she goes. Gavin. And it'll be a throw in.
Tia Gavin's left her mark on this season too, scoring important goals as well for the Institute side.
So Newen wins it well. Yeomandale will clear the danger. Throw again.
Interesting first 5 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah, we mentioned in the pre-game this young side, it could be one of two things, deer in the headlights or it doesn't faze them, and it seems to be the latter at this point.
That's right.
So Macarthur clear for now. Newen touches a little heavy, but she'll get it back. Nice skill from her. As I say that, she puts it over the sideline. So
the old commentator's curse, they call that one.
It's good to get that out of the way quickly.
I'm sure she'll be happy with that as well.
So Macarthur with the throw. We mentioned there's been mixed results when these sides have met earlier this year. Most recently, round 15, it was the Football New South Wales Institute, 3-0. So that'll be playing in the back of their minds today. You can, of course, join the conversation this afternoon. Hashtag NPL New South Wales on Twitter. Get involved in the conversation. Macarthur in possession now. Here's Crawford. Got numbers ahead of her. Touch is a little strong though, and Football New South Wales regain possession. O'Brien now. Opening things up for the moment. Macarthur with it again. Turned over though. Football New South Wales back on the attack. They've got some numbers if it can work. It doesn't. Yeomandale with it.
Unfortunate pass there by Bugden. If it would have found feet, it would have been a 3-on-3 situation there at the back.
So Macarthur go long. They're trying to give Hensman some space. She's got some work to do. She's cut off well there from Pryor. Out for a throw-in. So taken quickly, Macarthur. Trying to build something. Yeomandale, she's been heavily involved early. Shows nice skill. Whips in across now. Urquhart deals with that one though.
Good hands again there from Urquhart. Held the ball well. Under a bit of pressure there from a Macarthur attacker.
So Stoffmill will get it now. The long throw from Urquhart.
And then
Pryor's had to hustle here. She got away with it. Maybe a sign of some early nerves.
And just Pryor, that's the threat you can expect from Georgia Yeomandale all game down that right flank. She will not stop for the whole 90 minutes plus.
So Football New South Wales Institute go long in search of Tia Gavin. Macarthur clean up though. And we mentioned there's a few twists and turns in this game. Players withdrawing. Jamie Gomez, the coach of the Football New South Wales Institute, currently overseas, so he's missing as well. So
yeah, that could be a handicap as well for the young Institute team. But Jerry Gomez steps in today, and I think they've got a system there in place, so I don't think it will phase the girls too much. Obviously, Jamie's hand would have been important here for the girls, but in all, I think Jerry will do the job just as well.
So, the Football New South Wales Institute with the throw. It'll be Natasha Pryor to restart. And it will take 2. They'll get it again. We mentioned Football New South Wales Institute finished 3rd in the regular season, but they've shown some great form here in the finals. Largely on the back of one Princess Sabini. 5 goals in the last 2 games. We said we'll see her at some point this afternoon. She's on the bench for the moment.
It'll be interesting to see what impact she can have on the game today.
Turned over. Nguyen can't clear. Duggan does well coming back.
Great hustle there from the young girls.
And they'll win a free kick. Nguyen looked like she may have picked up a knock, but maybe just running it off. It's actually clutching an arm. Monitor that one. So Pryor restarts us again. Here is O'Brien now. Looks up with Mitchell. In dispute, but Macarthur will win it. Hensman loses possession. Trimboli turned over. She wins it back though, Trimboli. No, she's given away a foul. Macarthur go long, but it's dealt with by O'Brien. Trimboli links up again. Nice interplay. This is good from the young side. We mentioned the nerves, but they're showing none of them early.
Keep an eye out for Lorena Bugden's mazy runs. Last week they caused so many problems for the Koalas, and the week before against University, so we can expect much more of that from her.
So Trudy Burke starts us again. Macarthur content to play out from the back. They lose possession for now. Taken quickly by the Institute. Nice turn by Trimboli. She's been busy early. Shows her skill again. Now back to Stoffmill. Here's Duggan. Cuts inside. Trimboli again. Just opens things up. Touches a little bit off the mark though. Macarthur will win possession, but falls back to the Institute now. O'Brien starting to bomb on. Gavin can't quite link up. And will be shepherded over the line by Crawford.
There you go, just leadership again there from Crawford. Confident in her teammates and herself, and she just shooed the ball out.
Have you seen the opening 10.5 minutes? It's been Football New South Wales Institute largely dominating things in terms of possession anyway.
Well, look, I think they've proven a lot of people wrong here coming into this final. You know, people thought that they might not be able to rise to the occasion, but they obviously have. They've held possession for most of the game so far. Good, really good start for the young girls. Good for their confidence.
So Duggan in possession. We've seen her danger coming forward. Thought she should have got a free kick, and she does so. Hensman giving away the foul. She's not happy with it, but thought it was warranted.
Duggan's been quite involved as well in the first 10 minutes, so obviously the left-hand side will be something where the Institute will look to attack.
So Stoffmill starts us again. O'Brien. They've looked very settled. We've talked about the interruptions with players withdrawing and a coach overseas. They haven't shown like it's phased them one iota so far. So Stoffmill down this left-hand flank. We'll link up with Duggan. Trying to work it to her right foot. Stoffmill again. Hensman did it well, and it hasn't worked out for the moment. What can they do from here, the Institute? And the cross was not what was intended.
Poor cross there. If they would have found a player, the Rams would have been in real trouble there. It's a great move to win the ball, but just the final pass was missing there.
Yeah, should have been looking to cut that one back, but it fell to a defender in the wrong area. So
Tia Gavin was in the box screaming for the ball. Would have been a great option for her there.
Here's Yeoman Dow down this right-hand flank. We mentioned her earlier. Didn't quite work out for her for the moment, but she's intent on going forward with the ball.
Well, I think the Institute side recognise the threat coming down this right-hand flank, so they've set up pretty well here so far.
So Yeomandale again, trying to link up with Hensman. Yeomandale thought she'd run onto it there. Pryor couldn't deal with it, and she does well though on the slide. Here's Duggan. Needs some support, and Gavin can't quite reel that one in. Showed her frustration. Playing the lone role up front.
Newen seems to be struggling still with that earlier knock you mentioned.
Yeah, it looks to be grabbing her right arm, so I don't know if what she's done there, whether it's a shoulder or a forearm injury, but we'll keep an eye on that. And Macarthur, possession again. Oh, dangerous, Burke.
Poor pass there from Raymond.
He's Duggan again down this left-hand flank. Gavin almost was in there. Stoffmill, and this is dangerous on the break. Macarthur. Hensman's away. Needs to use it smartly though. She's got Blaney overlapping, and she hasn't gone in that direction. It may break down, and it does. So there was a chance with numbers.
Kira Lee Cameron couldn't just get control of that boy. If she did there, the Rams could have been in.
Trimpoli's pass is a little bit heavy, and Macarthur will get the throw.
There's a few passes in the last couple of minutes have gone a bit astray.
Just joining us, welcome to Lambert Park. This is the Women's 1 Grand Final. Macarthur Rams taking on the Football New South Wales Institute. Currently locked at 0-0. Gavin in possession. And just breaks down again, so not quite on the same script, some of these players for the moment, but again, some players still trying to work into this game.
Yeah, nerves. It's typical for a final. I'm sure as the game goes, the girls will come into it.
Well, as we tick over to the end of the first 15 here at Lambert Park, there's always a settling in period with the games, and we're largely still in that. Both sides really unable to get out of their groove for the moment.
But as we stated, the Institute has really stepped up. They've held possession well so far. See how long they can keep that going for.
Well, Stoffmill did well to control it. It was a rocket at her, but her pass to Duggan wasn't quite as quality and went out for a throw, which Yeomandale takes. Macarthur, we've shown the composure on the ball. They're content to just show patience, value possession.
Yeah, it looks like the Institute girls are trying to play a pressing game here, and it's working for them so far.
Well, the long ball is something they've gone to a few times here in this first half, and obviously trying to expose a lack of height perhaps in the back four of the Institute. But
yeah, I think that's what the Rams might be going for there, you know, send a long ball, create that bit of confusion or panic within the young side, because it can happen to young teams. They can panic in situations like these.
So Pryor with possession, sends it long. Duggan, she's been influential early. This is where she's dangerous, running at players. Stoffmill again, down this left-hand flank. Look for a cross, hopefully better than last time. Shows her skill well though. Still going. Looking for someone in the box. It's in the back of the net. It's Tia Gavin.
And there we go. And almost an identical situation to only a few minutes ago. But this time Stoffmill finds feet and it's 1-0.
Almost in slow motion, that goal. But you've got to credit Stoffmill. She bombed on. And that's it. You whip it in the box in a dangerous area. Only needs a touch. And Tia Gavin fires in the opening. 16 minutes here at Lambert Park. And I tell you what, we mentioned the nerves, and it may be a challenge for them. If anything's going to settle the nerves, it's an early goal.
Oh, it's excellent work there by Stoffmill down the left flank. She just keeps going all game. She's played in a great ball there for Gavin, and Gavin, like an experienced striker, she's just found the back of the net. They're giving Trudy Burke no chance in goals. Excellent work by Stoffmill though, must be said.
So that may wake Macarthur up. They've been a little bit sloppy here early. They allowed Stoffmill just to break. No one picked her up, and Gavin slotted it. So 1-0. You already see a little bit of urgency from Macarthur. Of course, largely most of the pressure is on them. They were minor premiers, runaway minor premiers. Football New South Wales very much the underdog this afternoon.
They've just got to be careful they don't get too confident here and give away possession in their own third. Could be dangerous because these experienced girls will punish them.
So taken quickly by Hensman. Macarthur back on the attack. Spramer Mahama now. May have gone out. Play on. Pryor. Numbers in the box if she can get across in. No one in particular. Wasn't dealt with well by Macarthur. And now the Institute can settle things with Pryor. Good bowling. Nice touch again. Just breaks down for the moment. He's back in possession.
The Rams need Crawford and Burke from the back to really step it up and start getting these girls, start moving the ball, keeping possession here. It's important for the Rams.
Here's Donnelly going forward. She's got Hensman overlapping. And
excellent shape here from the Institute. They've held their shape so well, even under pressure.
Stoffmill again, that was a wall in defence. So she's doing it at both ends at the moment.
She's bugged in. She's off as well now.
Yeah, got some pace. Needs a cross. This is where we got the goal earlier. Took a deflection, but Burke.
Watch your back here, stop! Jessica!